All right, good morning. Let's go ahead and get started. If you have that playlist, press play. I'll cue you in three, two, one, and we can start that together. We'll meet in a child's pose to start up our practice. Bring your big toes to touch, open your knees wide, gently rest your forehead onto your space. Once you get there, maybe rock your head from side to side. See if you can melt your hips even closer to your heels. And right away, just begin to check in with yourself. Where can you soften? Where can you melt down into your practice and into your space? Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, release out your mouth. One more like that together. Deep breath in. Exhale, flood it out. Continue breathing here at your own breath, at your own pace. Feel free to close your lips, take some closed mouth inhales and exhales, cultivate a little bit more heat and energy into your body. If you saw on my blog post, I included a quote for this week's intention, and that quote was, "What if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly?" When we grow deeper into our relationships with ourselves and with others, or when we grow more curious about a passion or a hobby that we've developed, with time, I feel like there starts to spark a sort of resistance or a pulling back. We like to draw back when things feel a little bit too good, per se. And when we let things go down that road, our love for those things, for those people, can very easily turn into fear instead. Sometimes we even do this to those around us who we love. We encourage them to draw back a little bit if they're falling too deeply into themselves or someone else. And we tell them, slow down, maybe this happiness will go away. I encourage you, though, rather than thinking towards that mindset, which is very reasonable. I believe that everything you feel is real and is valid. I do encourage you to flip that mindset, to reframe it in a way such that, what if I fall? But oh my darling, what if you fly? Today we focus on elevating our energy and on uplifting rather than thinking about those things that can take us down. We instead rise up today. Slowly come up to a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders on top of your wrists, your hips on top of your knees. Take some cows and cats here. On your cow pose, inhale, arch your navel down, rise your chest up towards the sky, broaden through your collarbone. On your exhale, cat pose, round through your back, press your belly up towards the ceiling. Send your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, cow pose, press the mat away, arch yourself forward. Exhale, cat pose, find that rounded back. Continue here at your own breath, at your own pace. Add in any movements, perhaps sway your hips from side to side. Roll out your wrists, flip them forwards and back. Maybe even tap out the tops of your toes. Rock your neck around. Just begin to warm up your body here. You have a few rounds of breath here. Balance out any rights and lefts that you took in your body. Slowly come back to a tabletop position once you found that balance. Inhale, tuck your toes behind you. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Move through your core, move slowly, pressing the mat away as you root to rise. Send your feet down towards the mat, bend into one knee, bend into the other. Rotate the eyes of your elbows in towards your face. Draw your gaze in between your feet. Slowly come back to stillness in your downward facing dog if you took any movements here. Work on that spiraling of your elbows and allow that inward sort of momentum to rise your tailbone even higher towards the ceiling. Take a few rounds of breath here. Inhale, gaze forward, eyes forward. Exhale, feet to meet your hands. Separate your feet, hips width distance. Ragdoll pose. Hang your torso over your thighs. Grab for opposite elbows. Draw the crown of your head down towards your space. And begin to shift your feet in one direction and shift them to the opposite. You slowly just hang like a ragdoll, moving from side to side. Draw your fingertips down to your space. Keep your feet hips width distance. Slowly rise all the way up to standing. Take your time. Draw your head and your neck up last. Once you get to the top, shrug your shoulder blades together and down your spine. Maybe rock your neck out from side to side. Feet hips width distance. Draw your hands to heart center. Flutter your eyes closed if they're not closed already. Samastitihi. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, release. Take a deep breath in, fill up with any challenges, any feelings that you're going to fall. Exhale, let that go. Inhale, focus on the flying aspect of things, the other side of the coin, fill up with that. Exhale, share that energy with those around us and through yourself. Release your palms down by your sides. Have a beautiful practice. Inhale, mountain pose Tadasana. Find a side body stretch right away. Capture your left wrist, bend towards the right side, hold and breathe. Your feet are still hips width distance here. Bump your hips to the left side of the room as you begin to caress your arm further towards the right. Option to draw your gaze up towards the left side of the room, whatever feels comfortable in your body here. Square your shoulders and your hips forward. One more deep breath in. Exhale, ragdoll twist. Keep this capturing in your wrist. Send it all the way to the right side of the room, so much that your left hand roots down and your right hand works up towards the side. I'm facing the right side of the room. My left hand is down and my right arm is up. Keep a soft bend in your left knee to allow more depth in your twist here. Slowly rise all the way up. Inhale, side body twist over to the left. Capture your right wrist. Send your twist over to the left side of the room. Beautiful movements. This time, shift your hips over to the right. Get a little bit deeper in the left side of your body. Perhaps even close your eyes. Allow your practice to go more internal right away. Create more space between your top shoulder blade and your ear. Relax your shoulder down your spine rather than tightening up around your ears. We tend to do that, but just release that natural tendency without any judgment. Inhale, stretch a little bit further to the side and all the way down to your space. Right palm roots down, left arm comes up. Exhale, ragdoll twist. Bend through your right knee to elevate your obliques up towards the ceiling. Option to roll out your wrist at the top here. Your palm does not have to face completely down onto the mat. If you see mine on Zoom, I'm actually in like a little spider finger position. This personally gives me a little bit more lift through my side bodies. But if you're super bendy and you can let your palm face down, do whatever works in your practice. Slowly release your both palms down to the mat, forward fold. Just bend down towards your feet. Gaze between your thighs or close your eyes. Inhale, halfway lift, slide your palms up to your shins, gaze forward and out. Hold and breathe here. Press your shoulder blades together and down your spine. I'll give you a side body visual. And shift your weight into your toes. So you're really engaged through your core to hold you steady here. Deep breath in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back, hips width distance so that you're on your toes. Hold here. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and keep a soft bend in your elbows to avoid locking out your joints. Gaze out in front of you so that you can maintain that length in your neck. Fire up your core. Press through your thumb and your index finger. From that lift, try to come up a little bit higher. You can physically feel your shoulder blades working even more. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Bend your arms to a 90-degree angle. Continue to gaze forward, hug them in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Come onto your toes, gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, down dog. Use your core to rise you back down and up. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, feet to your hands, hips width distance. We'll flow that breath to movement. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, side body twist to the right. Capture your left wrist. Come all the way down on your exhale. Left hand roots down. Right palm comes up, ragdoll twist. Inhale, rise back up, twist to the left side. Capture your right wrist. Exhale all the way down, right palm roots down. Left arm comes up. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your palms up to your shins, gaze out. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Palms over your wrists. Glide forward. Yeah, you got it, Julie. Inhale, up dog. Beautiful, Nikki. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll flow that once more, breath to movement together. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain with a twist to the right. Exhale, left palm down to your mat, ragdoll twist to the right side. Inhale, rise up, twist over to the left. Exhale, down to the mat, ragdoll twist. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Take one more on your own. I won't be cueing you through it. I'll just get you started. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, feet to meet your hands. You're on your own, my friends. You can do that same flow. You can add on, take out. And when you're done, we'll meet back in a down dog. As you flow with your own breath, see where you can lengthen. See where you can really take up this space and tune into your own body. My breath is at a different pace than yours. So soak up this time to make this your practice. Trust your body, close your eyes. I'll see you in a downward facing dog. Such beautiful movements. I love, the whole slowing down aspect. Down dog is where we meet. Send your right foot forward. Meet me in a low lunge. Except for this variation, bend your left foot down towards the mat as well. Untuck your back toes. Inhale, crescent moon with the back bend. Palms touch. Gaze back and go back. Right foot is stacked over your right ankle. Engage your core to root back towards the back of the room. So we're working through our core rather than through our low back. At any point, if you work into your low back, just come out of it a little bit. Totally fine. Bring your biceps with your ears. Engage through your left glute to keep you balanced. Deep breath in, go a little bit further back. Exhale, palms to heart center. Shift your body forward. Revolved crescent lunge preparation. Send your left arm onto your right thigh. Elbows stack on top of one another. Beautiful, we're all there. From here, press your top hand so much in your left hand that you can feel your body begin to lift up a little bit more, giving you more space to twist up towards the ceiling. Once again, engage through your core. That will keep you balanced here. Begin to tuck your back toe behind you. Inhale, revolve crescent lunge. Rise that back foot up. Your arms stay exactly where they're at, but now we're lifted. Maybe walk your back foot in. See if you're dumping down into your body. We want to find a little bit more length through our obliques. So don't be afraid to walk your back foot in and play with that length in your legs. I'm going to come back onto your mat and show you where we're going next. So we will face the back of the room for this next pose. Inhale, warrior two. Windmill your arms up and over. Turn to face the back of the room and set up your legs accordingly. I'll meet you there. Perfect. Your back foot is parallel to your mat. Front foot stacks over your front ankle. From here, gaze over your front middle finger. Now relax your shoulder blades down your spine. Hold and breathe. Now my arms look like they're static in space, but they're engaged right now. So if I came around and I tried to tap your arms down, they should stay exactly where they're at. We want to work everything here in this pose. Slowly begin to straighten your front leg, bump your hips back, prepare for triangle pose. Slide your body forward. Now tuck your arms to a 12 and a 6. Wherever your bottom hand lands on your leg is totally fine. Once again, we work through our obliques to lift us up and away from our leg. Twist your chest and your neck up towards the ceiling. Your gaze can fall wherever it feels good in your practice. And once again, keep a little micro bend in that front leg so we avoid locking anything out. Slowly rise all the way up to a standing position. Come to a horse pose. Heels in, toes out, palms to heart center. Bend down. Root your tailbone down towards the mat. Send your knees right on top of your ankles. You may have to play around with the balance in your feet. If you saw me kind of move around, feel free to do that as well. Try to go just 1 inch lower. Yeah, I saw that, Julie. Beautiful. Press your hands towards one another. Fire up through your arms here as well. Now we're going to face the back of the room once more, where we just faced for our warrior two in our triangle pose. I'll demo it up here since it's a new transition. We'll pivot our feet to the back. So now my left foot is in front. Bend it down. Inhale, crescent moon back bend. We'll do that all together. We'll make it more flowy. In a horse pose, pivot your feet, left foot down. Inhale, crescent moon back bend, untuck that back toe. Yeah, beautiful transitions. It's the same thing that we did towards the front of the room, but now we're working on our left side. Untuck your back toes if you didn't already. Square your hips towards the front of the room. Hold and breathe here. One more inhale. Exhale, right forearm to your left leg, sorry. Revolved crescent lunge prep. So we're twisting towards the left side of the room. Once again, stack elbows on top of one another. Create space in your body to find that twist. Tuck your back toes behind you. Inhale, rise all the way up, full variation of revolved crescent lunge. Magnetize your inner thighs in towards one another. Activate your glutes and your abdominals to hold you steady. I'm going to come back to my mat to show you where we're going next. One more full round of breath. Inhale, warrior two to the front of the room. We work through that same transition. Beautiful. Straighten your front leg, exhale, triangle pose. Glide forward. Tick-tock your hands. Twist up towards the ceiling. Deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Plant your arms. Move through that high to mid plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We'll flow that a couple times, breath to movement. I know it's a little, crazy going from the front to the back. We'll keep it slow. We'll keep it nice. And today we're focusing on what feels good in your practice, as always. Send your right foot up to the front of the room. Find that low lunge. Send your left foot down. Inhale, crescent moon with a back bend. Exhale, palms to heart center, twist towards the right. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, revolved crescent lunge, rise up. Exhale, warrior two, face the back of the room. Straighten your front leg, inhale, triangle pose. Exhale, horse pose, come to center. Pivot to the back, inhale, crescent moon back bend. It's a quick transition. Exhale, palms to heart center, twist to the left. Tuck your back toes, inhale, rise up, revolved crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Beautiful. Inhale, triangle pose, straighten your front leg. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. That was a full flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left leg down. Inhale, crescent moon back bend. Exhale, palms to heart center, twist to the right. Inhale, revolved crescent lunge, rise up. Exhale, warrior two to the back. Inhale, triangle pose. Exhale, horse pose. Inhale to the back, crescent moon back bend. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, revolved crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Inhale, triangle pose. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg high. We'll switch it up. Exhale, low lunge. Come high onto your back toes. Frame your front hands with your fingertips. Hold and breathe here. Send your palms to heart center, revolved crescent lunge, stay lifted. Send your left arm to your right thigh. Press your leg and your forearm into one another to find that lift in your chest. We hold here for a little bit longer than we did with the rest of them. On every inhale, find a little bit more length through your spine. On every exhale, deepen that twist. Beautiful. Deep breath in, find more length. Yeah, you got it. So strong. Exhale, find a deeper twist. We keep holding here as we begin to transition. Slowly begin to get very light in your back leg. So begin to walk it in, walk it in, walk it in, until you can hover that back leg up off the mat. From here, draw your big toes to touch, prayer twist. You're in that low chair pose and you're twisting. I'll demo the transition one more time. From a revolved crescent lunge, walk your back foot in until it hovers up off the mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Prayer twist is where we meet. Beautiful. Shift your weight and your heels so that you can dance your toes up off the mat. And we're doing the same thing on the arms. That forearm to thigh connection is what lifts us up towards the ceiling. Continue to shift your glutes back, shift your heels back, engage through your core. I know it burns, I can feel it in my body also, but I also know that you're strong. And I'm gonna take you back to that quote. What if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? Shift your weight back just one more inch. Feel those quads turn on a little bit more. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Beautiful work, friends. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step it all the way through. Rise onto your back leg, your right leg. Stack your knee on top of your ankle. Become light in those fingertips. Slowly begin to draw your navel away from your leg just a little bit more. Connect your palms to heart center, revolved crescent lunge. Right elbow hooks onto your left thigh. Send your gaze up towards the ceiling. Engage through your left glute. Perhaps close your eyes here. We'll continue to hold. We'll continue to breathe. Allow your breath to be a tool. Allow it to get you through these still poses. When it seems like our bodies aren't moving, our breath is still a form of movement. It's still that form of flow that we seek on our mats. We begin to transition. So we begin to walk your back foot in. Walk it in until you can slowly lift it up. Deep breath in. Exhale, prayer twist. Woo. Connect your big toes. Bend your hips forward. Shift your heels back. Once again, close your eyes. Allow your breath to slow you down. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Let that go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, feet to meet your hands and come and have a seat at the top of your space. We've been warming up a lot through our side bodies, and as promised in the last class, I told you that we would try on side crow again. It's been a fun little arm balance that I feel like a lot of you have enjoyed, so I wanted to keep up warming up our body so we can get into it. I'll demo it up here. Feel free to join me, or feel free to watch the demo, and then we'll do it again. So I like to start in a squat and curl. My big toes are to touch, and my heels are pressing against my glutes. From here, I'm gonna move to the left side of my mat. to give me enough room to twist. So palms to heart center, kind of like a prayer twist, but we're seated. Send your torso all the way to one side of the room, whichever one feels comfortable. I'm twisting to my right. Plant your palms down. Now from here, my palms are down towards the edge of my mat, so I have enough room to shift my side body in towards my legs. Okay, from here, I'm gonna shift so much that my triceps are bending to 90. My feet come out, and you can play around with some variation, stretch out your legs, maybe split them, and come back. We'll try that on together. I'll switch sides and I'll do it along with you. Meet me in a squat and curl, please. Draw your palms to heart center. Twist towards one side, whichever one you want to start with. We'll do both. From there, hook your elbow onto your hip. So whichever one that is in your body that's closest to your hip, you're going to find that little hook. And then your other elbow will kind of rest onto your front quad. From there, shift your body forward until you can bend your arms to 90 degrees. You can play around there, just feel that balance in your body, or shift, gaze forward so much that your feet lift up off the mat, and then you begin to play around with those variations. And wherever you're at, just breathe and hold. Yeah. So strong. Switch sides if you haven't done both sides already. And feel free to unmute if you have questions or chat me, and I can definitely try to assist you from afar. Beautiful practices. When you're done playing, let's meet in a very well-deserved child's pose. Take your time if you still want to get that down though. Open your knees wide. Allow your head to just rest down onto your space. Stretch out your arms. Slowly come out of your child's pose, rise up, and just roll into your back. We're gonna do a little bit of core, everyone's favorite. Meet me recline down. Interlace your fingers behind your neck. Send your feet up to a 90-degree angle. Separate them hips width distance. Knee stack on top of your hips. We'll start with reverse crunches. On your inhale, send your toes down to your space. On your exhale, bring your knees back to 90, crunch your head up. Inhale, toes down, head down. Exhale, lifts you up. Continue here at your own breath, at your own pace. Perhaps take some open mouth exhales to release some of that heat. Take it nice and slow. Know that we're not here forever. Really feel that lengthening and engagement through your core. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Send your legs up the wall. Flex your toes up towards the ceiling. From here, begin to lengthen your arms up towards your toes. Inhale. Exhale, lift your head, lift your fingertips. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift up everything. Beautiful. Try to reach for your toes. You'll feel different parts of your core engage as you find more of that lift. Go at whatever pace allows you to feel challenged. For me, it's more challenging to slow down. I feel my core begin to shake a little bit more when I do that. But if you feel like you can get it, at that level even faster, go for it. Trust your body, trust yourself. Here for 3. Here for 2. Here for 1. Slowly root down your palms onto your space. Lower your legs all the way down. Work with control. And once you hit the bottom, root down through your feet. Graze the backs of your heels with your fingertips. We'll do some penguin side to side twists here. Lift up through your chest, gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand connects to right foot. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. We work through the side bodies, through the obliques. If it's too much through your neck, feel free to recline down and just kind of find that twist side to side. As long as we're working our obliques, that is what matters. And again, if it's too much on your neck, you can even try bicycle crunches. We're not here for long. Your best work. Here for 5. Just 4. Go a little bit deeper. 3. Give me 2. Give me 1. Good morning stretch. Let your legs and your arms go out long in opposite directions. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release. One more like that. Deep inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. In your own way, slowly begin to come back onto a seat on your mat. Grab some water, towel off. And we'll keep moving in a downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Down dog is where we meet. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sweep the mat away. Bring biceps and ears. Exhale, figure 4. Lift your right foot up. Cross it, actually reverse. Send your right foot down. Lift your left leg up. We'll start here. Cross it over the right thigh. Beautiful. Draw your palms to heart center once you're there. So right foot is down, left foot is bent on top. And from there, find that same shifting in your heels that we did earlier in our chair pose. Once you shift back, you'll really feel your glutes turn on and take most of that weight rather than your knees. From here, option to find a little bit of a twist. Shift your torso forward. Hook your left elbow onto your bent foot and begin to gaze up towards the right side of the ceiling. Engage through your core. If that twist doesn't feel good, feel free to hang out in center or just work your way into that twist as gently and as slowly as feels good in your body and in this day. Flex your toes to your face. Slowly come back up to center if you took that twist. From here, send your left foot down. Send out your index finger and your middle finger, so your little peace fingers. Bend them around your left toe. Right hand comes to your hip crease. Begin to extend your left leg out to center. Now from here, the natural tendency is to kind of like bend forward. See if you can lift your torso up. Your leg may be bent. That's totally fine. We're gonna focus on posture and alignment. Deep breath in. Exhale, begin to draw your left foot out to the left side of the room. From here, stretch out your right hand. Gaze towards the right side of the room from here. Little micro bend in that standing leg. And if your leg isn't totally straight, that's fine. Slowly begin to draw your right palm back to your right hip crease. Send your foot back to center. Hover it here as you release your arms. From here, Send your left elbow down to your left hip crease. Reach back for your foot, dancer's pose. Capture your foot, send your right arm up to the sky. Begin to shift forward just a little bit so that you can find that expansion through your chest as you lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Find one point to focus on. Square your hips forward. Find one more kick into that foot. Slowly move into standing splits. Hover your foot, send your palms down to your space. Send your left foot up towards the ceiling. Draw the crown of your head down towards your mat. Gaze towards the back of the wall. Square your hips. Send your left hip crease down just a little bit so it squares with the right. Inhale 1 inch higher with that leg. Exhale, forward fold, big toes touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Beautiful. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, feet to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Rise up. Left foot is your base. Exhale, figure 4. Cross right leg on top of left thigh. Draw your palms to touch and begin to shift into your left foot. Flex your right toes towards your kneecap. And begin to shift your weight back, feel those sensations through your hip. Option here to twist. Draw your right elbow over to the left side of the room and onto that foot. You can go as deep in this twist as you need to in your practice. If you took the twist, slowly begin to make your way out of it, and on your way up, reach for that big toe. Left palm to left hip crease, slowly begin to draw it out to center. Once again, find that proud upright posture. We focus on flying, not falling, friends, and begin to send your right foot out to the right side of the room. Extend your left hand out, turn to face the left side. Be gentle with yourself in whatever posture you took. You can work out of it, you can work into it. Yoga is all about different layers rather than the full posture. Slowly work your way back to center. Send your foot out, draw your palms to your hips. Right elbow down to your right hip crease, reach back for it. Dancer's pose. Draw your knees to touch. Then slowly begin to rise your arm and your leg out. Square your hips. Relax your jaw. Deep breath in. Exhale, standing splits. Keep your right leg hovered and up towards the ceiling. Send your arms down to your space. Let it get a little wobbly and shaky. Small little bend in that left knee. Square your hips down towards your space. Relax the crown of your head down as well. Notice if you're gripping the mat with your left toes. See if you can fan them out a little bit more and just find more softness. Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. One more full round of breath here. Pedal out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank, shift forward. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your space. Set up for a cobra pose. Plant your palms underneath your shoulder blades. Bend your arms to 90. Untuck your back toes. Send your feet hips width distance. From here, little to no weight in your hands. Inhale, cobra pose. Peel the chest. Peel your chest away from your mat. Gaze down and out. Continue to breathe as you lift up just a little bit higher. Lower your head back down. We'll do 2 more like that. Peel your chest away from the mat, cobra pose, rise back up. Lower it down. Last one, rise back up. Lower it down. Reach for the backs of your feet. Meet me in a floor bow. Connect your palms to your feet. Draw your knees to touch. Deep breath in. Exhale, floor bow. Lift your chest all the way up. Kick your heels and palms into one another. Balance on your rib cage. Continue to lift, lift, lift to the best of your ability. Engage through your quads. One more full round of breath here. Slowly release down, right ear to your side. Let your palms stretch out to the sides of the room. From here, lift your left leg up. Cross it over to the right side of the room. Find a little shoulder opening and this small twist. Palms stay face down as you twist open. Let's switch it out, come back to center. Reverse the same way you came in. Palms face down, arms are out. Send your right leg up, inhale. Exhale, twist it over to the left. Send your chest up towards the ceiling. Slowly come back to center. Roll onto your back. Stay onto your space. Just do a little roll. Perfect. I'll meet you on your backs. From here, extend your left leg out. Keep your right foot in. Interlace your fingers underneath your right thigh. From here, elevate your right leg up to the ceiling. Hamstring stretch. Flex your toes to your face. And slowly begin to work your toes in towards your face. Once again, rather than yanking on your leg, try to practice some softness. On every exhale, just allow your leg to come back behind your head. Slowly begin to release that leg down. And we'll switch it up. Interlace your fingers behind your left leg. Slowly work it up to the ceiling for a little hamstring stretching. Release your left leg back down. Send both knees into your chest. Hug them in. Give yourself a little hug. Deep breath in. Exhale, happy baby, Ananda Balasana. Open your legs wide. Grab for your legs. Allow your feet to face up to the ceiling. Flex your toes to your knees. And with your sacrum rooted down onto the mat, that's our priority. Maybe shift from side to side. Option 2, flutter out your lips. Option 2, breathe in through your nose and stick out your tongue on your exhale. Keep your right foot in towards your chest. Extend your left leg long. Draw your knee closer to your right shoulder. Massage your knee out in a circle. Just draw one circle in one direction. Shift the direction. Deep breath in. Exhale, supine twist. Guide your knee over your body. Root down through your shoulder blades. Gaze in the direction opposite of your twist. Slowly come back to center. We'll switch that out. Right leg long, left knee in. Draw one circle. Reverse that circle. Deep inhalation. Exhale, supine twist. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Come back to center. Give yourself one more tight hug. Center your forehead up to your knees. Thank yourself for coming to class and for trying on some new things. Deep breath in. Exhale, Shavasana, or your final resting pose. Let everything go long. Stay exactly where you are in your practice. Allow the thoughts that you feed yourself to elevate your energy and to push you past your comfort zone. And realize that while you're here out of your comfort zone just a little bit, that in a good amount of scenarios, you're just as likely to fall as you are to rise up and fly. So why not focus on the positive side of the coin? You have nothing to lose, but so much to gain. Give yourself permission to show up for yourself and to trust your intuition. And ask yourself along the way, how many things would you do if you weren't afraid to try? If you weren't afraid to rise up and fly? Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, let that sit. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Take some tiny movements to wake up your body. And slowly rise all the way up to a seated position, taking any more last-minute postures that you need to get there. Cross your legs at the top. Draw your palms to heart center. Flutter your eyes closed. The light and the love in me sees and honors the light and the love in each and every one of you. We bow forward to seal in our time and our practice together. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me on this Sunday morning. It's only 10:30. You can go and restart your day and come from this mindset of flying rather than falling. Again, what would you do if you weren't scared of doing it? I leave you with that. So good to see all of you. And I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day and that you manifest that intention outside of the class. I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Anjali.